Okay. Honestly, I'm so sweaty. I just went in the sauna. But I'm in the locker room, putting on my coat, ready to skedaddle. And this happens, like, I'll do my practice sometimes here, sometimes at home, and then I'll come here to do like 25 minutes in the sauna just to kind of, get those benefits. But in the locker room, the news is always on, and I'm not even kidding. Every single time I'm in the locker room, there's always something. Sorry, I'm definitely not the best videotaper. The angles are not on par. But every time there's like a news story, like, oh, this person just got killed. Oh, this person just got raped. Oh, this person just got attacked in the grocery store and ran off with his car. They put all those stories on the news. Like, yes, I'm not saying don't be aware. Like, obviously be aware of what happens, because not all people have a good heart. Not all people are good. I believe everyone's a good person deep down, but the actions that people can take in this lifetime are obviously not of the highest, of their highest self, of the highest good of all. Be aware, but stop watching the news. Like, that stuff is always on for a reason, for a calculated reason, to bring fear into everyone's mind. Therefore, you may not even notice it. Maybe the news is playing in the background, stuff like that. Like, every time I hear the news, I become very, very conscious right away, because if you're not, those words will live in your subconscious mind, and you will just begin to program out of fear. You will actually struggle with anxiety and depression more. You will struggle with fear more. And this, obviously, be aware. Like, they're two different things. Fear and being aware are two completely different things. Just be aware. It's not that hard. Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of how you feel about other people. Go with your intuition. Don't go into situations that are, you feel really, really uncomfortable about. And when you feel uncomfortable, leave. Like, I've been in many situations where I was feeling it out, and then I felt uncomfortable, and then I left. Like, but live your life. Live your life. Like, the news and things like that want you to be programmed in fear, because when you're programmed in fear, then you are more easily able to be controlled by the people in power, by people who have a say over you. Everyone's in this world bitching about taxes, the government, this, they hate their job, this, that, oh, their food, their body, yada, yada, yada. Everyone's always bitching, but you don't realize that you're living in fear, and you're just literally being this human guinea pig for the people who know how to control you. And how to control people is to get in your mind. And when you get in your mind, and when you place fear in your mind, you start to operate from a place of fear. And operating from a place of fear is the opposite of love. And when you operate from a place of love, you begin to awaken to the fact that you are love, that you can create anything in this world, that nothing can stop you. Nothing is impossible. You can create a beautiful life for yourself. You can create money for yourself. You can create a beautiful life for yourself. But I think more people are comfortable just bitching about everything, and more comfortable watching the news and hearing all this negative stuff and living in negativity, and then in their own life speaking negativity, always being, oh, I'm tired, oh, that person, yeah, oh, that celebrity, yeah, did you hear they got a divorce? Oh yeah, she got fat, oh yeah. Like, the other day we were watching the football game, and people in the kitchen were like talking shit about Beyonce, who was doing the Texas halftime show. And I was like, you guys are all fat, unhealthy. Not that I'm a fat phobe or anything, but honestly, when you don't have control over what you eat and you become severely overweight, that just shows how you are not connected. You cannot be such a glutton and be connected to God at the same time. Like, that brings you away. Sorry, that's just the truth. Like, if you do not have any self-control, you are not operating out of a place of consciousness. And when you're not operating out of a place of consciousness, you're operating out of a place of fear. When you're operating out of a place of fear, you are literally living in hell, not in heaven. Let's just put it that way. And heaven and hell are a place on earth. If you don't know it already, that is the truth. And they were talking shit about Beyonce, and I'm like, I literally, like, because I can keep my voice in for a little and then I can't. And I was like, you guys realize how bad of a bitch she is? She's a human being. She's playing in front of hundreds of thousands of people. She's performing. That's hard ass work. That is hard ass work. Not on even on, like, yes, on a physical level, of course, like the practice and the exercise and being able to perform, but also the mental to get in front of that many people, to have that much scrutiny against you, to have basically everyone watching you on TV talk shit about you, because I bet there's only like 5% out of the 100% who are actually talking positive things. And like, I'm not a fan of anyone. Like, I'm not a fan of celebrities. Like, I don't care, they're humans. But when you're a celebrity and you're doing something like that, performing, that is an amazing act. And the fact that most people can't even see that, it's because they get jealous and they get fearful and they get envious because they think they can't do it themselves. They see someone else living their dream and they awaken to the fact like, oh shit, what am I doing with my life? But they don't want to face it, because when you want to face that, you have to go within yourself and you have to do the hard work. I think a lot of people would actually rather live in fear, rather live in illusion, because once you get out of it, it's, you know, just like all the Disney movies, Alice in Wonderland, you go down the rabbit hole. Like, it's literally scary. You don't know what you're doing. You're all alone, but then you find the truth. And back to the news, truth, love, God is the opposite of fear. And when you realize this, you will recognize how everything, especially on the media, wants you to live in fear, wants you to live in illusion, so that you can be controlled and so that you can live in this little bubble, in an unhappy life, always being unhappy, always being just a little unhealthy, always being whatever, complaining, bitching, whatever. Everyone's always complaining and bitching. I'm kind of going on a rant now, but I've just, especially the holiday season, like, I've been around such negative people, and it's just, stop surrounding yourself with negative people. If you do, I mean, I'm really good at disassociating from my body, but I'm trying not to do that anymore because it's a coping mechanism. But just, you know, kill them with love. Literally choose love in every moment, and you can create anything that you want.